February 2nd, 2023.
The platforms are PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Deliver Us on Mars is a post-apocalyptic sci-fi adventure game where you play as an astronaut, Kathy Jansen, a woman on a mission to recover a colony ship stolen by a mysterious group. It is a direct sequel to Deliver Us the Moon and offers a similar space-faring experience.
As Johansson, you'll chart a course through wild space, travel the surface of Mars, and tiptoe your way across a hostile galaxy in search of answers to solve humanity's survival crisis. The fate of the world is in our hands. But don't let that turn you away from your noble goal.
Next game we got is Hogwarts Legacy. Release date, February 10th, 2023.
The platforms are PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Hogwarts Legacy, the period story set in J.K. Rowling's Wizarding World Harry Potter universe, set to launch early February 2023 after suffering a series of delays. While the game arrives with major baggage, it looks to be a soaring adventure game that captures the freedom and spirit of the original Harry Potter adventure.
This game boasts flashy combat, plenty of customization, and a dense story weaving new lore into the fabric of the wizarding world.
Next game we got,
Theater Rhythm.
skip that game. Next game we got, Wild Hearts. Release date, February 17th, 2023.
This game comes on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Wild Hearts from EA and Koei Tecmo. Omega Force is another big contender to Capcom's Monster Hunter franchise and looks to adopt similar mechanics for different kinds of monsters. Monster hunting. In this tale, you'll explore a fantasy version of medieval Japan, armed with a variety of special tools and weapons to take down Kimono's beasts. These are giant creatures that cause havoc in their wake, and it's up to you to stop them.
Whether solo or in multiplayer sessions, you'll work on taking down monsters in creative ways, using ancient technology, Karu, to form traps, inflict damage, and save towns from destruction, while the gameplay is shined in each trailer for this game. The real star appears to be in the scenery. Wild Hearts looks to be a gorgeous game, and hopefully it'll play well too.
The next game we got, The Settlers, New Allies. Release date, February 17th, 2023.
This game will be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, PC, and Switch.
The Settlers New Allies, a brand new strategy game in the long-running beloved Settler series, launches for PC and consoles in February 2023. While originally set to launch in 2022, the game was ultimately delayed after feedback from playtesters forced to rethink the certain mechanics. Ubisoft is now confident in the reworked gameplay and has high hopes this title will bring the Settlers into the modern era with aplomb.
In The Settlers, New Allies, you'll take control of 3 different factions, Alari, Maru, and Jor, and lead your tiny citizens to victory in war as you build up their power, resources, military structures, and prowess. Those who grew up with Age of Empires, Civilization, and other strategy-based gems should keep an eye on this new game release.
Anyways, this next game, Atomic Heart, looks like it has something to do with metal robots looking as old-timey maids holding a lollipop, which looks to be a key. The release date, February 21st, 2023.
This game will be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox. This game will be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Anyways, Atomic Heart is one of the most intriguing new game releases of February 2023. While it's largely flown under the radar as a title of relatively unknown studio, early trailers have shown off a unique and creative world that takes cues from BioShock and other surreal.
I like BioShock.
Yeah, BioShock's a fun game. Post-apocalyptic worlds in a game where you play as a soldier contending with the rise of unstable machines which have rebelled against their masters to forge a new world for themselves.
As you travel through Atomic Heart, you'll discover more about this betrayal and how technology has come to define the world, transforming society into unrecognizable new shapes. While this Soviet iconography and inspiration behind this tale is uncomfortable in 2023, this adventure looks like it has something important to say, with its Soviet influences playing an essential role in this message.
Anyway, next game, Like a Dragon, Inshin, and Xbox. February 21st, 2023, the release date for this new game, Like a Dragon, Inshin.
The platforms are PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
Like a Dragon, Inshin is a remake of Gotoku Inshin. I'm trying my best here, guys. Do not yell at me. First released in 2014, exclusively in Japan, is one of the biggest game releases for February 2023. For nearly a decade, Western Yakuza, Like a Dragon fans have begged publisher Sega and developer Gotoku Studio to bring the Inshin games to the West, and it's finally happening. Thanks to the rising popularity of the entire Yakuza series. Yakuza series. I'll read this one. In this adventure, players embody the historic hero Sakamoto Ryoma, who resembles Yakuza protagonist Kazuma Karyu, and take part in an epic tale of samurai drama in Japan's Edo period. The twist is that every character is played by a familiar face from a wider Yakuza games, connecting the world of 1860s Japan to the modern day events depicted in the Yakuza timeline.
The next game is Horizon Call of the Mountain.
When did we switch calling out the names? I call out the names, you read the platforms, and then you read the bottom text. I read top text. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. From the top. Horizon Call of the Mountain. Release date, February 22nd, 2023.
This will be a PlayStation VR 2 launch title, coming out only on the PlayStation VR 2.
That works. Horizon Call of the Mountain, a Horizon spin-off from Guerrilla Games and Fire Sprite, is the flagship launch title for the PlayStation VR 2 device.
I told you.
Shut up! It's one of
Yes, sir.
It's one of the many major game releases for the VR2. It will be available on launch as a standalone title or as part of any PlayStation 2 VR retail bundle.
Oh, really? This game spotlights a new protagonist in the world of Horizon Rias, a Karja prisoner tasked with investigating a rising new threat in a post-apocalyptic land. Early impressions of this title have been wildly positive, with critics praising the moment, combat, and beauty of the nature. There are high hopes that this is a worthy entry in the Horizon series.
Monster Energy Drink. Drink
And
it.
that it heralds a new era for VR on PlayStation 5. The mic just shocked my nose.
Okay, we're going to read off every PlayStation VR 2 launch game. This game right here looks like it's a gacha game. It's gay.
Well,
Every PlayStation VR 2 launch game. Okay, that makes perfect sense. The release dates, February 22nd, 2023.
that's when the PlayStation VR 2 comes out.
Hopefully not another delay.
Probably not.
Horizon Call of the Mountain isn't only PlayStation VR 2 game launching alongside the new device. There are dozens of other game releases accompanying it, including refreshes of PlayStation VR classics, new experiences, and more.
You do that, I do that, you do that, I do that, like that.
Here's every launch title for the PlayStation 2 PlayStation VR 2, arriving on February 22nd, 2023. After the Fall,
Altair Breaker,
Cities VR,
Cosmodius High,
Demio,
Dyschronia, Chronos Alternate,
Fantavision 202X,
Gran Turismo 7, which will be free PSVR 2 upgrade from the standard game,
Job Simulator.
Jurassic World Aftermath,
I love me some good Aftermath. Kayak VR, Mirage.
Kazoo AI, Touch the Beat,
Kind of sounds like Beat Saber if you ask me. The Last Clockwinder,
The Light Brigade,
Moss 1 and 2 Remaster,
NFL Pro Era,
Pavlov VR. That is a fun game. I play that on my Oculus Quest 2.
Pistol Whip,
Puzzling Places.
Resident Evil Village,
Resident Evil's a fun game, actually. You should go play it. Res Infinite.
Song in the Smoke,
Star Wars. Tales from Galaxy's Edge. Enhanced Edition.
Synth Riders,
The Tale of Onogoro.
Tentacular,
Tetris Effect. Connected, which I don't see how Tetris can be a VR game anyways. Maybe you grab the blocks, maybe you play some. Who knows?
Thumper, I love to thump on walls,
Vacation Simulator. Man, I really wish I could go on vacation right now. This place sucks.
What the Bat,
Hey. Oh, you said that. Never mind. Zenith, The Last City. Well, that's it. Those are every game coming to PSVR 2 at launch. Note, this remains subject to change. Oh. Now we're on to more games. This game coming out in 2023. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe. Release date, February 24th, 2023.
This will be a Nintendo Switch exclusive game.
Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, an enhanced version of the beloved Nintendo Wii game, arrives on Nintendo Switch in February 2023. This version of the game features Kirby wielding his iconic copy abilities in a bright, refreshed world with new textures and colors, helping to modernize the side-scrolling adventure. Close the ad out. Okay, there we go.
After the success of Kirby and the Forgotten Land in 2022, it feels right that HAL Laboratory should bring back this gem. Hopefully, players who enjoyed Forgotten Land will jump into the action and get to experience one of the Kirby's best and most exciting romps of the semi-modern era. Even if you're just a fan of cute things, Return to Dreamland Deluxe will likely be worth playing. I played that back on the Wii in about the 1860s or so.
You are a grandpa. Anyways, next game. Kerbal Space Program 2. Release date, February 25th, 2023. Early access.
This will be a PC exclusive game. This will be a PC exclusive game.
Kerbal Space Program 2, the sandbox space flight simulator, is launching in early access via Steam in February 2023. This sequel has been fully redesigned from the ground up to make the franchise's space exploration more realistic and allow players to create more powerful spacecrafts and explore more dazzling cosmic slides. Or fail trying.
In early access, players will be able to use new tools to explore space, go further and faster, and also, for the first time in the franchise, build their very own colonies to aid in resource gathering. Many of these features will be available during the early access period, with developer intercept games promising to build on feedback in the hopes of launching the game once it's at a desired level of quality. Players can hop in now for a more limited experience or look forward to the full game release in the future.
Next game. Destiny 2. Lightfall. Destiny is a fun game. You should go play it. The release date, February 28th, 2023.
This game will be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
The latest expansion to Destiny 2, Lightfall, is finally set to launch at the conclusion of February following a brief delay. Of course, another delay. This chapter will introduce a range of new features and locals to MMO, with the new additions of being brightly colored and neon infused. The main action will take place in a land known as Neptune, where a city under threat needs your help.
On your journey, you'll meet a group known as the Cloud Striders, fight against the Shadow Legion, and work to prevent the destruction of a secret city, Neomuna. Along the way, you'll clash with the terrifying Emperor Colossus. I don't think I said that right. Explore the edges of Destiny. Explore the edges of Destiny 2's solar system and wield new darkness. Powers against enemy hordes. Powers against enemy hordes. If you've departed Destiny 2 recently, this expansion may be a major reason to come back.
Scars Above. February 2023.
This game will be this game will be on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC.
If you like spooky, if you like spooky space horror, then Scars Above is one of the February 2023 game releases for you. In this sci-fi action adventure, you play as astronaut and scientist Kate, who wakes up on a hostile planet filled with slimy, creepy, crawly alien creatures. Each presents a new threat, requiring Kate to explore, innovate, and eventually conquer every beast that comes in her way.
Scars Above carries similar vibes to Returnal and other third-party sci-fi horror games. So if you like that genre, you should...
You said third party. It's third person. You want people to come up and third party you? Boom, boom.
Well, Scars Above carries similar vibes to Returnal and other third-person sci-fi horror games. So if you like that genre, you should certainly keep an eye out for this release. During a 2022 Play I Own game preview, we were able to get hands-on with Scars Above and found it to be intense and filled with plenty of traps for inexperienced players. That said, it strikes the right balance between power and fear, making it a very intriguing prospect. This game shouldn't fly under the radar when it launches in February. Forza Motorsport features over 500 cars and over 800 upgrades at launch. Damage and dirt buildup is different to every car and is more realistic. Modifying your exhaust or putting a turbocharger on your vehicle will change how the vehicle sounds, just like in real life. It launches with 20 environments. It uses ray tracing, and it also features a new online racing mode in the standard single-player career. All they said was coming 2023.
Now, on to the next Now, on to the next game, Redfall. Redfall will be released May 2nd, 2023. The May 2nd release date was the last tidbit of information that we got during Redfall Spotlight that at Xbox's Developer Direct showcase on January. Okay, let me restart. Hold on, let me restart.
Will release on May 2nd. Redfall will be released on May 2nd, 2023. The May 2nd release date was the last tidbit of information that we got during Redfall Spotlight at Xbox's Developer Direct Showcase on January 25th. When the game launches in late spring, it will be available on the Xbox Series X and S, as well as PC. So, now, we're going to talk about the Elder Scrolls Online, Necrom. So, this game, well, this is a DLC add-on for the Elder Scrolls. Personally, I am not a Elder Scrolls fan.
Neither am I.
So, I don't really
Neither am I.
So, I don't really know anything about this game. But, if you're an Elder Scrolls fan, then play it right now, and you better enjoy it. That is one ugly one.
Here is some info on the Elder Scrolls Online DLC. Xbox's Developer Direct showcased several games during the event, including some surprising announcements that caught May off guard. Xbox Developer Direct showcased several games during the event, including some surprising announcements that caught many off guard, but in a positive way. During the event, ZeniMax Online Studios revealed that the Elder Scrolls Online DLCs will be free for everyone for a limited time.
I thought it was about $40.
So did I, but turns out it's free.
There's an ad of two men kissing.
That is very gay. Do not like that.
Well, I just said stop.
I may or may not have muted my mic for a minute. Here's some more information on the DLCs. All players will be able to access over 20 DLCs from January 25th, 2023. This is specifically tied to a limited time free trial of the ESO Plus subscription. It will grant access to all the bonus content and the DLCs, except the High Isle DLC and newly announced Necrom DLCs. Necrom DLC will take players to Eastern Maryland, which, according to the studio head Matt Fryer, players haven't been to in the Elder Scrolls series since 1994. Necrom DLC will also feature the famous Hamias Mora, the Dedrick Prince players encounter during the Dragonborn DLC for the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim.
Necrom will feature a brand new Arcanist class, introducing a mixture of defensive, restorative, and destructive magic spells. Players who pre-purchase will get additional exclusive rewards, such as the new Sedrith, Mora, Spore, Steed, Mount, and the Sedrith, Mora, Spore, Pony Pet, among other in-game cosmetic items, and 2 new companions.
My mic was down the entire time. I am a fucking retard.
Will.
Unfortunately, if you want to claim the pet pony, you must pre-purchase the Necrom DLC before April 18th, 2023. So if you haven't had time to explore the vast land of Tamriel, now is your chance. If you're an Xbox Game Pass subscriber, you must play it as part of your subscription. It is already included. You can play it as part of your subscription. I am terribly sorry for the mistakes.
Sonic has under $2 cravings now, according to an ad.
If you're new, you can create a free ESO account and subscribe to ESO Plus. For a limited time, free trial offers to try all 20 DLCs and chapters of the game has to offer. It is currently unknown how long this offer will last, so it is best to subscribe as soon as possible.
The latest DLC, Necrom, will release on June 5th, 2023. For PC and Xbox players can enjoy the new DLC on June 23rd, 2023.
Well, that should conclude our podcast. Thank you for listening to the Will Podcast.
And shout out to Hassan Sajid.
Yep, whoever that is.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Here's some information on Forza Motorsport. With Forza Motorsport having been announced last year for spring 2023, it's about time we heard more about the game, and we finally have details on the racing simulator following the Xbox and Bethesda video announcement. While more details have yet to be fleshed out, we finally have some idea on how many cars and locations to look for, plus some information about the upgrades developer Turn 10 Studios have made. The game will launch with a total of 500 cars, 100 which have not been featured in Forza Motorsport title yet.
That's a lot of cars.
That's all you wanted to say. I'm going to punch you.
Please don't.
The game probably... Never mind. That probably includes some of the cars that we have never featured in any Forza title before, but could also have included some cars that were added to the Horizon series that never crossed over. The developers emphasize that more modern race cars will be included, and customization will be a big feature too. Apparently, there are 800 unique upgrades across the cars on offer, and Turn 10 didn't give a whole car list, but it did provide the cars shown so far, and they're listed below. 1971 AMC Javelin AMX. 1989 Aston Martin. I had no idea how to say that. Stop mocking me.
Aston Martin.
Don't say Aston. That's a bad word. I'm just going to go ahead and end our recording here because we are out of time. Goodbye.
Bye.
And
shout out to the Wills. It will be on both of our YouTube channels.
Will M. and Everard Podcast.
At Will M. Dot. And whatever his handle is.
Anyways, that concludes our podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah.